There's so much music out in the world, so that's why I'm reviewing a new album every single day. And today is going to be the 2023 release, Playing Robots into Heaven by James Blake. Now, if you are familiar with James Blake as of the past, couple years, this is definitely quite the unexpected release from him. He has been making very ballad-based pop music, which, he would feature a couple rappers here and there, a few other very singer-songwriter type of artists too as well. But this album was James Blake taking it back, as he explained it, to the very beginning of his musical career when he first started off in the electronic scene. And personally, I love this. This might be my favorite James Blake album, which I definitely would not have expected when this project came out. I think that he does all of this production so damn well, and even though this has to be the project with the least amount of himself on it, he sticks out so much. Like, his just personality and his raw artistry is just on full force here. My top 3 favorite tracks are going to be Loading, Big Hammer, and He's Been Wonderful, which is funny because Big Hammer has no vocals from James Blake, and He's Been Wonderful, I think, has just a little bit of vocals from him, like in the background, but he's barely on that song. But like I said, just the artistry that he puts in and the work into the production that he does is so well done that I just can't help myself from going back to these. And personally, I'm not a super big electronic music fan. It's not that I don't like it, it's just not a genre I've explored too deep into. But every time I listen to this project, like front to back, I always find myself being like, why am I not listening to more electronic music? Especially stuff like this. Like, this isn't super analog and old school, but a lot of it is like very simple loops and patterns that are just kind of repeating. Very like, I wouldn't say it's easy listening. Definitely some of these songs, like I would say He's Been Wonderful and Big Hammer, are a bit out there, and some of the others as well. But it is like, overall, when you're looking at the loops that are going on and on in a lot of the songs, it's like very repetitious, is I guess what better way to describe it. But yeah, so this album is fantastic. I think it only really slows down with the last 2 songs, which kind of escape that sort of electronic soundscape that he's building. Otherwise, throughout here, those 2 definitely go back much more into the ballad space that he's usually in, a lot slower pace. There's really not a whole lot of actual electronic in those last 2 songs, but still super well done. I think this album deserves so much more love. I do understand why this one didn't pop off like any of his other albums, especially like his last 2 that really, he sold a lot on, but this one deserves so much more love. And like I said, this might be my favorite James Blake album in general. I would rate my enjoyment on this at about an 83%. If you have an album that you think I should review in the future, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.